I was chasing them down the street for the interview, and they were still here. So whatever.
Yeah, no, I made sure they.
Dude, I was like out of breath. I was like, don't leave.
Yep.
Yo, what's up, Evil Empire Live TV? We're here at Punka Rocka Rama, Jabberjaw's Bar and Grill, featuring the ghost of Kang Walker, The Galaxy Has Eyes, Typhoid Rosie, Bellwether Ritual, and DHR. Let's check this shit out and talk to some people. Okay, here, scooch over a little bit. It's fine, I gotta get in the camera too.
Which way? This way?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm just playing. Thank you. Oh, should I put that in? I looked at you, was like, yeah. Okay.
You always get me when I'm
Feeling
good.
Yo, Evil Empire Live TV. This is 5 Questions Alone with Angie from DHR. I'm here with Johnny 5 from DHR. I'm here with Sean from DHR. I'm here with Cody from The Galaxy Has Eyes. I am here with Charles Raphael from The Galaxy Has Eyes. I'm here with Jared from The Galaxy Has Eyes. And he plays saxophone. I'm here with JP from the Ghost of Kang Walker. I'm here with Jay from the Ghost of Kang Walker. And this is my revenge interview. I get him back. I get to interview him back. I'm here with Mike from Bellwether Ritual. Is it or is it not cool to wear the shirt of a band you're going to see perform?
Dude, we just had this question on the live stream last time, so I don't know if it's cool or not, but I'm always for it until you reach like a certain level, and then I feel like once you get to a certain level of success that comes off the table and you gotta pull it. But I'm always for it. The rest of the guys hate me and argue about this all the time for it. They're like, no way. Some people won't even wear it like out like to the grocery store or whatever, but I'm always rocking it. Yeah.
I just started doing it. I was like, fuck it. I was always against it, but
especially when you're a small band, I think you need any excuse to get it out there and get in front of people is a good one. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fine. I think I definitely, when I was a kid growing up in the 90s or whatever, that was definitely the mentality is you don't want to do that. Don't do that. But I think it's totally cool, man. You got to rep your groups, man.
Definitely.
And also I want them to buy the shirt. So that's
that especially for the locals,
Right.
It's more important.
Right.
That you're going to see play live? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Always support local.
Especially
right?
if it's local. That's what I've been saying.
Local bands.
Especially if it's
Why
local.
spend all that money?
Yes.
Go out, support your local scene.
Yes.
Like the band? What? Yeah, of course it's cool. So
Some people say it's not. That's why.
really?
Oh yeah, it's a
To see you're showing support for the band that you're going to see. Yeah, that's fun. Do it. What do you mean?
Yeah. Some people think
Some people really don't like that.
Oh yeah,
That's so weird. No,
I was one of those guys. I do it now, but yeah.
Oh, you really? You used to be one of those
I just started wearing band shirts now. Like I just was like, you know what? That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, I
had to break
don't know
that.
about that. No, I've always
Oh man, an infinite debatable topic. I don't think it matters. I'm too old and I don't think about that, I guess. I don't care what's cool anymore. I'm gray hair, I'm old, you know what I mean?
I just converted like a few months ago to wearing band shirts. I'm like, you know what? Dealing with
You
locals.
do you.
Well, with locals, you kind of, you know what I mean?
Right, you do you, that's what I say.
If I'm gonna go like see Metallica, I probably ain't gonna wear Metallica.
Right.
Concert, but if I'm gonna go see, you know, like
Let the people debate it forever.
yeah, that was a good question.
See, I'm always on the fence with that one. Did you just buy it? Is the real question. Because if you just bought it, makes sense. Because who wants to walk around with a shirt all day in the middle of the show? Just wear the shirt. Double down. Wearing it to the event, was it a big, rare event that you can show off to people? Or was it just, oh, I bought this shirt? Because then no one cares. But, if you're like at the rare, super secret, I mean, he's dead now, but Prince, if you're a Prince's super secret show, that's a way to rub it in, So it's a multifaceted answer, but I'll say no, but there's exceptions. But naked, okay, not okay.
I literally had a friend make fun of me once. I went to a Go-Go Bordello concert, and I wore, like, one of their shirts, because, it's a band I like. I'm paying to go see them. Like, I don't think it's bad. I mean, just show your support for a band if you love them.
I was one of those anti-guys for years, like, oh, no, man. So I don't even know where I picked that up from. It does stupid. I do now.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
I've changed my ways. So.
Yeah, good.
I don't know if it's cool or not, but I do it all the time. Yeah. So the bands I like, I put their shirt on and I show up and like, I love you guys. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm on a show of sports.
Seems to be the standard answer. It seems correct. Yeah. Dude, I like lived against that for way too long, and I just converted lately, the last couple months.
I know that it's been a thing, but
yeah, it was for me. I don't even know where I picked that bullshit up from. Like, what the fuck? Why'd I stick to that? So anyway, I do now. So especially when you work with locals, so it's like you gotta wear the local.
Yeah, you got
come on.
I don't know, man. I've done it. I've looked at people doing it. And I'm like, hey, you look like an asshole. And I'm like, did I look like an asshole? I don't know. I guess if the band's good, support their shit. It all comes down to like the bands make more money off the merch than they do off the shows most of the time. So fuck it, wear the shirt.
Who's the hottest chick in punk music?
Are we talking about all time or currently?
Anywhere. Anytime.
Oh, you always have that one question that, like, okay.
I remember this look before we were doing your meeting.
Yeah, there's way too many. Crap, the hottest. Personally, I think I can't remember her name off the top of my head. The lead singer of the Interrupters is super hot.
Okay.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but that's who I'd pick.
We'll have to check her out.
Yeah.
For her music, I mean.
Yeah, the Interrupters.
And she might be hot.
Check them
too.
out. They are.
Well, she is hot.
And
25 says she's hot. You did? What's the question?
It'd be funny as hell if I ever met her and she was like, "So," I was like,
that might work out for you, though. You know what I mean? So, what's up?
Man, I don't know. I think maybe for a while, way back in the day, I would say Blondie or something like that. But Kira Galaxy's pretty hot. She came walking in and like everyone stopped and looked. So shout out to her too. And Rosie, I would say,
Absolutely.
I'll throw her on the list too. Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, good. You kept that look, right?
Yeah, and she had also gold cowboy boots on. So as soon as I saw that, like, won me over. Yeah.
Oh, you can't forget Angie, too.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Three babes.
There you go.
I don't even know, man. I feel like I'm not in the scene very much anymore. I don't know if I know that answer. Is Typhoid Rosie considered punk? Yep. I'm going to go with that one right now.
That's 2 for Typhoid Rosie.
There we go.
Yep, for Rosie Rebel.
In punk music, the hottest chick or dude?
Yeah.
That is fucking hard. I'm gonna go with chicks just because I gotta support my chicks. Kira, tonight, Galaxy Has Eyes.
Ooh, that's 2 for Kira, 2 for Rosie, and you've gotten...
And Rosie. Let me give me Rosie too. Give me Rosie too.
Yep. It's supposed to support
And
the
I'd say
local
Lana
chicks
of
in the
Nail
band.
Bite, but she's she's too young. So she's. Wait, did I make that list?
Yeah.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Who gave that
choice? You'll have to watch the video and find out. That's only because I can't remember offhand. But yeah, you got 2, Kira's got 2, and Rosie got 2 now. You guys are all tied up. So if whoever's keeping score, whoever's keeping score, that's where we're at.
Keeping score.
Yes.
When she's doing the fucking backflips and shit on the trampoline.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah. But Kira, when she takes that stage, she just fucking
she's very
owns
awesome
it.
on stage.
She owns it.
Oh, god damn, that's a good question. But see, like, I'm just weird, you know? I'm trying to think. Who would that be?
Well, dudes are acceptable too.
Oh yeah, dudes are always acceptable.
It's actually chicks.
I mean,
dudes.
if Kira was here, I already know the answer for her would be Danzig by far. But
he's already got 2 votes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Does she already? Of course.
2 votes. 2 votes for Kira. 2 votes for Rosie, and actually 2 votes for Angie. They're all tied up right now, so I'm waiting for the tiebreaker.
Oh man! Currently tonight. Currently tonight.
Well, it's all in general, but in general they just.
I mean, I was gonna say, hasn't Susie Moon's been like? Susie Moon's like the love of Kira's life. She's beautiful, and she's genuinely nice too. At least from what I've seen too. So that's like the benefit, you know, is that she's genuinely nice.
They look like they put on a killer show.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm so pissed that they keep getting we keep having it being canceled. It's not their fault. It's just business. But
I was fired up for that Pottstown show.
I was so ready.
I could not tell you.
Hottest chick in metal music.
Maybe I'm not a normal human. I guess I really don't think like that. I'm not really watching them and rating them by hotness, to be honest with you. Is that fair?
Who's the hottest chick ever? Just kidding.
My wife, of course.
Boom! There it is. Okay, there we got one.
Kira from the Galaxy Has Eyes.
That's 3 for her. That is the tiebreaker, actually. So far, it's been 2 for Angie, 2 for Kira, and 2 for Rosie from Typhoid Rosie.
Oh, okay.
So now
they're all pretty hot.
They're all beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. They're all babes. So yeah. But that's been fun. I've been keeping count here. So that's good. The tiebreaker. But biased because you're in her band. So
yeah, I'm biased. I am biased. Yeah.
We'll just play that card. Whatever.
Oh my God, I don't know. I'm very new to the punk scene, like ever since joining the Galaxy, so I have no idea what to tell you.
Okay, fair enough.
That's pretty great. So
that'll get edited right in. Your front woman got voted 3 times so far. So.
Yeah, that's usually the consensus when we go places. They're like, "Oh my God, your singer." I'm like, she's great. Yeah.
Well, actually, I just forgot. Cody had just voted her to break the tie because Rosie was 2, Angie was 2 from DHR, and then everybody was at 3, or everybody was at 2, and then he just broke the tie. So yeah, okay. So there it is. So now I'm keeping track for our viewers.
The hottest chick in punk. I don't even know what's going on in like new punk these days. I mean, like, I grew up on the old school shit, so it's like Wendy O. Williams. I mean, she was hot just because she was a fucking maniac. So, you know.
You getting interviewed?
Yeah.
Good show.
Thanks, man.
Good show. Thank you for doing sound, man.
Sure, man. My pleasure.
Like, what chicks are even in punk anymore? Like Avril Lavigne, does she count? What the fuck? You know?
Yeah. She's a babe.
Yeah.
I'd go with that.
It's pop punk, but I mean, whatever. She's cute, I guess. Whatever.
Can you list 3 punk bands that you like?
I don't know. I know like a lot of bands I've played with over this past like year-ish. Like we just had a show in Philly. We played with what was the first band called? Oh shit, I forget their first band. They were cool, but then there was the Valendinas. I really like their stuff. A band called Ugly. They were a lot of fun. We played with LMI, Dead End Lane, and Italian Blood. Those 2 are probably. I love Italian Blood. They're just so fun. A good show, and they like hanging out with us. So,
I always like that with a band.
Yeah, they're just cool guys.
I like Dead End Lane too.
Yeah, they're cool.
I'd have to say Ramones, Misfits. We'll say, who would be my third?
We'll say X.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
So maybe I'm old school.
No, that's dude. There's most of.
I'm not current in some genres. You know, I'm not current.
Actually, that's pretty Ramones, Misfits.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Yeah,
Gotcha.
They're still standing strong.
Oh, see, I'm like that child of pop punk, so it's a little bit of that cringy stuff for some people, I think. But I really was into, I was really into the Story So Far. That was like, their drummer was iconic, and that's what I do. So obviously for me, I'm like, one day. But, oh my God, who else was I obsessed with? See, you're gonna have to edit this shit out because it's gonna take that fucking long. Quick, give me punk bands. I really liked Fiddler, I guess. They're kind of surf, like that surf rock, but more punk. I was a huge fan of them. See, I'm very alternative for a punk musician. It doesn't make sense. Like, my favorite drummer is one of the goddamn Beatles, you know? Like,
Punka Rocka. It was
yeah.
going for a punk rock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we'll say that. Hey, and then you've always got like the Ramones, the Misfits. They're always like simple but standard. There's a reason they're iconic.
Well, I'm going to go with Black Flag. Well, I think I said Misfits last time you asked me this question, so I'll skip that one this time. But Black Flag, I'm really influenced by Op Ivy and stuff like that. Like, I guess that's kind of like, that was the little ska-ish or whatever. So Black Flag, Op Ivy, and Anti-Flag. Let me go.
Nice.
I really dig Anti-Flag. So also Propagandhi. Anyway, interchangeable. Get Propagandhi in there.
I got you.
I would probably have to say Misfits. I'm going to throw bands that have influenced me that might not be straight up punk, but have a big punk influence as well. So like Nirvana was always a big one. They would always fly the punk flag. And third, I'll keep it local and go DHR.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And that was like diverse, still punk.
Yeah.
My three favorite punk bands. Okay, so I like a lot of the ska punk. So I'm gonna have to name drop the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. They're not a band anymore, which really sucks, but like they're super great. I don't know if this is gonna get me shot or not because they're pop punk, but Green Day, because like those, I mean, that was the first of like official punk band when you're a child. Like Dookie was all over the place, and that's what I'm saying. Like
that whole album by heart.
Yeah. Oh man, and then one more band. There's a band out of the UK called the Ace of Maids. They are an all-girl punk band, and they're pretty gnarly.
Top three punk bands. Okay. Go-Go Bordello is probably one of them. They're gypsy punk, if you're not familiar with them. Rancid. Trying to think of a good third one. I've been listening to the Stiff Richards lately. Oh no, I got it. Refused.
Refused.
Yeah.
Cool. I could probably name my top 20.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool. All right.
I think I laid into the California stuff a lot more. So like Social Distortion,
Yes.
Bad Religion,
Yes.
Bad Religion, Descendants, Black Flag, Dead Kennedys. They all rank. Obviously Ramones. I mean, they're the fucking OGs. I didn't listen to a whole lot of British stuff. Sham 69, of course, Sex Pistols, The Clash. But yeah, I could go on. But
Dude, once you said California, I knew you were gonna like run through all the bands. I was like, oh yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I like all them things.
Yeah, I definitely like. I got in early on like the New York stuff, the Ramones and Misfits and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like all the California bands, they just resonated with me more than
Me too.
Yeah,
Actually. I know, it's gonna be rough.
Misfits.
Okay.
Ramones. I don't know. Who's my third?
Rancid?
No.
I'm listening to Rancid right now, so I figured no.
I don't know. That's a hard one. Misfits, Ramones. I'm saying Danzig, but he's not.
That's what she likes.
He's
Okay.
not punk. I'm more metal.
Some people were listening. Oh, well, that's funny because that brings us to our next question.
Oh, good. Good.
Do you like metal? If so, who?
I love metal.
She likes metal.
I love metal.
She likes the metal.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to date myself
Name a
here.
metal band.
Name a metal band that I love.
Yeah, your favorite one. Say that. I trim the microphone back.
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead. The microphone was a little.
Fuck. I gotta support my local people. Alright, I'm gonna support my local people. Nail bite.
Nice. Yes.
And then, okay, my non-local
We love nail
people,
bite. Yes.
it's gotta be a mix between Sepultura
Yes. I
and
love
Fear Factory.
I love
Fear Factory.
I'm not just saying that because you're saying that. I definitely.
Machine Head, Fear Factory, Sepultura.
Oh, now she's giving me wood. With the bands.
Oh, I love lots of metal. Like I grew up playing in thrash bands and stuff in high school. So like Metallica, Megadeth, Testament, Anthrax, all the big.
Cool, yeah.
Like my first concert was Mayhem Fest over in New Jersey, and like it was like Slayer, Lamb of God, and I'm like 16-year-old me is like I'm in danger, but like it was a good time. But I'm a.
Who would have known? There's a metalhead hidden in The Galaxy Has Eyes.
Oh yeah. Oh wait till you talk to the sax player. Yeah.
Shit, really?
Yeah. Or I mean we
You guys do get pretty heavy. Actually.
Oh yeah. We like all kinds of music. I mean like you can like you ask us we can lay down some like funk or jazz stuff. Like we play anything.
Yeah,
Like,
that sax in there really is. That was.
oh yeah.
Sexy.
Nice and smooth when it needs to be or heavy.
And then when it's you can like it maintains. Yeah. Perfect. So I was like, it was fun. It was fun to mix too. I was excited from the beginning. I was like, oh yeah, sax.
Yeah.
I never got to mix fuck with that. So.
Everyone gets so excited when they see the saxophone.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's fun.
You know what I've been listening to lately is Electric Callboy. Have you heard that shit?
No,
oh my god, dude. It's like weird ass German metal, like dance music almost. Like it's freaking. Their music videos are like the best thing about them too. But they've had a lot of. I guess they were called originally Electric something else. Electric Eskimo is what they were originally called. So you may have heard of that, and then they recently changed Electric Callboy. But yeah, dude, like it is like the hardest and fucking craziest and also silly and hilarious fucking metal. But I will have to go back and say one more thing. I am a huge Gwar fan.
Gwar. Okay.
So like I saw Gwar back in the olden days many times. I was one of those weird people. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I like to see Gwar's show. I owned all their albums. I've actually listened to Gwar. I feel like that's not a common thing with Gwar fans. It's like, I like to see their shows, right? But it's like, dude, I fucking had every album, listened to every all the time.
I really kind of came up on metal, so it was a lot of thrash. So like, the big four, obviously, and I would say like Pantera, Exodus, Testament. So a lot of thrash. But man, I'm all over the map. I mean, fuck, I could name.
Go on and on.
Yeah, from classical to country to
I'm like that too. Yeah, I hear ya.
But yeah, I mean, I would definitely say I leaned into thrash pretty hard. Early 70s and 80s metal, a lot of like the Judas Priest and Maiden and Sabbath and that kind of stuff, which I'd probably fall more into hard rock these days. But it was metal in its day.
Yes, of course. Let's see. Recently, I guess I'm not sure I'm always confused about all the different subgenres, but like Suicide Silence is always a big one for me. Metal, I like the classics too. You're making me think off the top of my head here. Fear Factory lately has been a big one for me. I don't know why. I just kind of got in a groove with them and great songwriting and all that stuff. And my number 3 would be, I will go with, man, I'm kind of blanking here. I'm trying to think of what I've been, they're not metal, but they have a Sabbath influence, which we kind of are really into. I'll say Uncle Acid.
I'm not against metal. I respect it. I respect most music. We're bordering on respect for country these days too. But I'd say metal, yeah, for sure.
Any artists?
It's one of those things I don't really have offhand. I can't really say like anything specifically. But what was it? That new show came out, Peacemaker. That was like a love letter to like the hair metal style, and it's odd that kicks up. But like I'm still each one of those. I was like, I like this. I fuck with this for some reason. Am I allowed to curse? Yeah, okay, cool.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, yeah. I fuck with a lot of, like, it's weird. Hair metal for some reason grabbed me, and I wish it didn't. But then, you know, you also, Metallica broads out, I think, to that as well. Metallica was one, I think, for me.
I was like, in the early 90s, I was such a, like, grunge punk rocker.
Yeah.
I was, like, anti-hair metal.
Yeah.
But then as I got older and then it became cool again, I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool shit, too.
And, like, I wish it didn't hit as well as it did. What was it, Steel Panther? You consider it a joke?
Yeah.
Steel Panther's a huge joke, but sometimes you're like, all right, I'll fuck with it. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I am a metalhead. I started there. I mean, Metallica. Metallica's One was the first officially like metal song I ever heard, and after that I was like, whatever this is, I need to hear it all the time. I mean, Jesus, Soulfly, Linkin Park, Spineshank, Soilwork. You can even go in the Wayback Machine and find bands like Old School, Motley Crue, and
I love metal. I mean, my horizons are pretty broad. I listen to anything from blues to bluegrass to metal to hardcore to punk. In the metal world, right now, I like kind of these like heavy, sludgy, two-piece and or three-piece bands. Like Telekinetic Yeti is a good one. I happen to like a band called Witchcraft. Clutch is a big one. Josh and I have been playing music together since the early 90s, and we had the opportunity to open for Clutch before they were even on the map. So they have been a big influence over the years.
I do like it, but it's more like casual listening. Like, I couldn't really list who I would like, yeah, these are my favorite guys, but like, I do like to listen a lot, like 80s especially. Like, I love some good 80s metal and like hard rock. So I'll just turn a playlist on and be like, hell yeah, I love this.
What record or album would you consider to be the soundtrack for your life?
Oh man, right now I would say Black Sabbath's Sabotage album.
Right on, okay. Good one there. Yeah.
I love it. I just
for the sake of being weird, Pork Soda by Primus.
Okay, all right. An album I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge Primus fan, obviously, too, so.
What made you pick that album? I'm just curious.
Of playing bass, and then someone was like, hey, you should listen to Primus and Les Claypool. I was like, sure, okay, and then it was all downhill from there.
That's valid.
Yeah.
when Linkin Park released Reanimation, I'm torn. I'm torn between two. So when Linkin Park released Reanimation, that was the first time that we heard a metal band with such like hardcore like hip hop and electronic influences, but it was still metal, and like nobody could really put it anywhere. And I was like, that's dope that they don't care about like the musical boundaries; they just do whatever. So artistically, that really resonated with me when that first came out. But Spineshank's The Height of Callousness.
Okay, wow. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah,
wow.
When I first heard that album, I didn't know that you could make music that sounded like that. So I was obsessed. I mean, I knew every song by heart, and like when my friends started saying like, well, that's industrial, and like it's industrial metal, and like it's also electronic metal, and like it's like the hardcore and metalcore influences, and I was like, awesome, you know.
I got to go deep on the last one.
Go deep, man. Oh man, that's a deep thought, and my brain is a little tired to think of it at the moment. But let me think about it.
He's also about to walk on stage in a few minutes and play.
Yeah. Now you got me really contemplating it. You might have to revisit that. That's one of these answers I'll like think of it down the road here. I'll put it on and be like.
So I hide the questions too, just to.
I know. That's a good one. I don't know if I can answer that one right now.
Okay, it's all good.
To my life? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm hitting you with the deep, hard shit when you're, after a couple drinks.
Soundtrack of my life?
Favorite, yeah.
Okay, what covers abuse, being cheated on, and fucking medical issues? Let's see, what covers that?
Jagged Little Pill. Don't. I don't know the word for it.
At one point I actually had that too. That's gonna annoy me that I can't think of it right now. God damn it. It used to be an album by Pup. I actually, I got the...
By who?
Pup. Have you ever heard of
no.
Definitely pop punk for sure, but still pretty damn good. Their album, The Dream Is Over, I think. It was actually one of the first things I connected with our guitarist on. He had been like, yeah, I listen to this band Pup. Never heard anything of them. Listen to the album and it grabbed me right away, because it's pretty common to hear, especially pop punk. You hear the Wonder Years. You're good. You're done. You don't need anything else. That's it. But Pup really threw me for a loop, and a lot of it felt like at the time just a lot of it was being disappointed at where you are in life, or feeling a certain way about certain things, and it all hit at the right spot where I was like, yeah, I hate my life too. This feels great. Now we've grown out of it, got my therapy, all that other jazz, but I'd say that was it. I'd say that's the one. Dream Is Over.
My life. Well, I would say my favorite album is by my favorite band. They're called Moon Hooch. There are a couple sax players and a drummer, but they take it so much farther than just jazz. It's crazy what they do. They have an album called Life on Other Planets. Or I've been a fan of them for a while, and then I heard that and I was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. They have they bring synthesizers and the super big low saxes and clarinets, and do dubstep kind of, but with sax. It's crazy what they do.
That sounds wild.
I just saw them last weekend, and they were.
Oh, you saw them live? Oh no shit.
Yeah, it was mind blowing.
Man, I don't even know. I just had a lot of fun just with the sax on the. I couldn't imagine two. Whoa.
Well, the show
dual saxes happening.
The show I just saw, it was actually.
That sounds fantastic.
It was 3 bands that all started off in the New York subways, and they're all just horn bands. So at one point they had 5 or 6 saxes and 2 trumpets and trombone and tuba just all on stage playing together.
Oh, wow.
As a horn player, I was like,
yeah, that sounds rad. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I always had I gotta do it. I just want to get I don't know if it even exists, but just go down to Philly and do just some smoky bar and just some smoky jazz bar.
I
and
would love to do
sit
that.
there and just vibe,
Take
a little,
yeah,
just taking the whole environment and the sound, and just dude, I would love to do that someday. This is different,
We'll plan a weekend.
Yeah, dude, we should, man. Really, I'll link up with you. So, but either way, that was the last question because I was at 5. So, dude, thank you.
Thanks for putting this all together.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure, man.
Man, you put me on the spot with these. These are pretty good questions. I don't know if I have a soundtrack to my life. I would say the band that made me want to pick up a guitar in the first place would be Metallica, and it was Master of Puppets era. So, if I had to pick an all-time favorite, I would probably say that. As far as soundtrack to my life, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You got time for a top 200? But yeah, soundtrack to my life. I don't even know if I could pick one, but yeah, I would have to say that. Yeah, just getting involved in music has been a huge part of my life, and like I said, the album that made me want to pick up a guitar, Master of Puppets, hands down.
Ooh, record or album closest to the soundtrack of my life. Man, I'd probably have to say something I grew up on. My family just basically, my dad had this one tape that he'd play over and over again, so it'd probably be something along the lines of AC/DC or Neil Young or more the classic rock stuff. But Nirvana, Nevermind kind of changed music for me in general, so I would say, somewhere along those lines, but that was a big one for me.